when a generation stands at the edge of itself, at the end of its own rope, when all strength runs out and something greater steps in. Blessed are we when we realize that we are not enough, because that is the moment God becomes more than enough. Blessed are we when we have lost what we thought we couldn't live without and discover that we are being held by the one we cannot live without. Blessed are we when our hunger becomes holy, when our appetite is no longer for things but for people, for purpose, for God. He becomes our bread. He becomes our water. Oshimiriatata. He becomes the river that never runs dry. Blessed are we when we care, because in the weight of our compassion we discover that we are not carrying the world is being carried by God. Blessed are we when our hearts are repaired, when our minds are aligned, when our inner world is being healed, and suddenly we begin to see God everywhere, in streets, in stories, in souls, in scars. Blessed are we when we choose cooperation over competition, when we build bridges instead of walls, when we remember that we are not rivals, we are family, and heaven whispers a reminder. Let me tell you why you are here. You are not here to survive. You are here to season the earth with hope. You are salt, to bring out the God flavors of this broken world. And if salt loses its taste, it forgets its purpose. You are not here to hide, you are here to shine. You are light, revealing the God colors of this world. God is not a secret. Grace is not a rumor. Hope is not a whisper. Project Lighthouse is a city set on a hill. This is a story meant to be seen. This is a fire meant to be lifted. We're not called to blend in, we're called to stand out. We're not built to flicker, we're built to blaze. And tonight we're not just raising funds, we're raising a future. We're not just building walls, we are building a lighthouse. A lighthouse for the lost, a lighthouse for the searching, a lighthouse for the elderly, a lighthouse for the community, a lighthouse for stars and people with scars, a lighthouse for kids with beautiful abilities, a lighthouse for generation yet unborn, because light does not exist for itself. Light exists to be given. And when we open our heart, others will open their lives. When we open our hands, God opens heavens. This is not just a project, this is a promise that long after our names are forgotten, Project Lighthouse will still be guiding someone home. This is our legacy, a legacy of lights. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I beseech you, give your all, give your best. Thank you.
That applause does not sound like someone who has light in